All right, welcome to our show. This week's help desk, I have with me Joe McDonald and Cena McDonald behind the scenes producing the show from A&M Digital Technologies. And each week we've covered a lot of different topics because you guys, as a business here in Roane County, West Virginia, and Spencer, West Virginia, you do a lot of different stuff. So we've covered how to choose the best application, a tablet, a iPad, or a laptop. We've covered how to protect yourself on the internet. We've covered how to store your documents. We've covered how to keep your communication devices alive during a no power outage situation. So this week we're going to talk about TVs. Important stuff happening on TV here in the next couple weeks. So
yeah, something about a Super Bowl. I'm not sure what it is,
but so big games going on, and more people are tuning into the technological advances with TV now. So as people are going out and buying new TVs, let's talk about what they should know. The average consumer, as they go out and they look in the stores, there's all kinds of options. I'm overwhelmed with it. I had an old pizza box TV, as you say, and the deep one, wide, took up a lot of room, bulky.
Yeah, the screen this big and the TV was this big.
Yeah, there you go. And it finally blew up last year. I went into the store to buy a new one and said, that one lasted 10 years or 12 years. I want another one. Didn't even have it.
Yeah.
So the salesman looked at me like I was crazy and said, pick one off the shelf and let's go on. I got other stuff to do.
Right.
I had no idea what I was looking for. So assuming that you're talking to someone that is like me that has no idea, let's talk about the first step in determining what kind of new TV you want to buy. So I know resolution is a big thing. So talk to me about the different resolutions and what people should look for.
Okay. Well, if you go to the store, the first thing you're going to see on the box and any descriptions on the TV is 720p, 1080p, and you're going, so what's that mean?
Yes, what does that mean?
And to give you an idea of what these are, it's the type of definition, which means the resolution, the clearness, and sharpness of the picture. To give you an idea of what kind of scale you're looking at is your standard DVD movies are playing at 480p.
Okay.
So 720p and 1080p are even higher than that. So the higher the number, the more clear and more sharp the picture is.
Right, the more pixels, which makes it better.
Right.
So the more you can afford, the better.
Right.
At least 720. Hopefully you can get up into 1080
right.
range.
And the prices come down so much, you're probably talking $50 more per device.
So it's not
go
that
from 720
bad.
to 1080.
Right, so budget yourself appropriately, but try to get as high a DPI as possible.
Right.
Okay, and then we're talking about, that's the general outline, whether or not to get a certain type of TV, because I know there's differences, the LED versus plasma. Tell me about those.
Well, there's usually three types, LCD, LED, and plasma.
Okay.
Well, they're all technically LCD, liquid crystal display screens.
Alrighty.
What the difference is how they're lit. Your standard LCD is just light bars inside, projecting the picture. LEDs are just little LED lights that are projecting the picture. Then plasma is like a type of screening that they use to project the picture.
Right. I think everybody should be familiar with LED by now. The little flashlights are fantastic.
Right.
Don't use very much power, do a good job lighting. So, okay, so you have three different kinds, and then I know you were telling me earlier the differences, like what should someone look into their home layout looking at an LED versus a plasma? What would make the difference there?
Well, a plasma setup for what they call a home theater experience, where you don't have a lot of light, outside light coming in, because with the plasma you always want it in a darker setting. Because if you have like a big picture light shining in, it's going to distort, well, not distort, but it's going to reflect off the screen and you won't be able to see the screen.
So in my house I have a big double or triple window and it reflects right on the TV. I don't want plasma then. I want the LED because of that.
Right, because the LEDs are set up for brighter rooms.
Right, and if you were in someone else's house that had maybe one window or two and they weren't anywhere near where you put your TV, the plasma would be the better viewing experience.
Right.
Okay, let's talk a little bit about screen size. I know that's a big deal now. You were telling me they make ginormous TVs.
Yeah, we was at Best Buy last weekend and they had an 80-inch television.
Wow.
And I asked the salesman if he had to buy one, get one free special, and he just kind of laughed at me for some reason.
Yeah, I can't imagine. I don't even know how you get that home. That's bigger than my truck bed.
Yeah.
You'd have to hang out the back.
And it surprised me. He said that there are actually people, he said every time that they run it in their ad that there's always at least one or two people come in and buy one.
Wow, okay, I wish I could afford that.
You and I both.
Yeah, and as you said earlier, build your house around my TV.
Yeah, had to get the TV and then build a house around to put it on.
Yeah, so crazy stuff, screen size, and as you said earlier, based around what you can afford. And you were talking, tell me a little bit about what else you can do to kind of figure out how big a screen you actually need.
Well, a lot of people, the prices come down so much. Now they go, I want the biggest and the best thing they got. Well, then you get it home and you've got, a 6-foot wide TV and a 3-foot space to put it in. When you're going, well, Now what am I going to do?
I'm stuck. I got a TV.
Yeah. Well, the best thing to do, and you can do a Google search, but a lot of the manufacturer websites have actually what they call a television calculator. You put in the size of your room,
Right.
and it'll say, okay, for the best viewing experience, you can go up to this size of a TV.
Right. And because, my house, I have a small living room. If you put a big TV there, you wouldn't be able to see it, and it would override the room. So they would, using that calculator, you can kind of estimate what your best size is.
Right.
Okay. Sounds good. Now, with all the new technology coming out, smart TVs, 3D TVs, tell me a little bit about those.
Well, 3D TVs is a feature that's going to buy quickly because it came out last year because of the big boom of 3D in the
all
movie
3D
theaters.
movies come out. Yep.
And the television companies decided to jump on the bandwagon and thought, well, people want it in their houses. Well, it flopped terribly because there was only two types of 3D, and both of them involved glasses. You had the passive glasses, which you wear in the movie theaters, or you had
Just
the active glasses.
Regular glasses you put on with the special lenses. Okay.
Right, or the active glasses, which were $100 a pair, and you had to charge them up and to wear them.
Yeah, that all seems like a hassle. I don't think anybody wants to flop down with their kids, especially, and try to put glasses on and watch everything. So I could see that not being very popular. Tell me about the smart TV.
Well, the smart TV is something that's new last year, and it's actually starting to incorporate almost all the new TVs are coming out with some type of smart TV feature. And what that is gives you the capability of watching using other apps on your TV that beforehand would require another device.
Right.
Like an Xbox, a PlayStation, a Wii. Now, instead of firing up those devices just to watch Netflix, you push a button, you're on Netflix, you push another button, you're listening to Pandora Radio.
Wow. So it's built into the TV and doesn't require a second device.
Right.
Okay, that's great.
And you can actually push another button and play Angry Birds.
Always helpful when watching TV.
Exactly.
But, there are people out there that'll like it. So,
Yes.
okay. So you're talking about when you go to buy a new TV, the things you most definitely should know. Measure your room, see what the appropriate size listed is based on that recommendation, and use your own judgment. Determining what resolution you want to get, and obviously the more the better.
Right.
LED or plasma, and that's based off of the windows you have in your house.
Right.
Or the amount of reflection you're going to get from your TV. And then the best screen size, again, with the calculator, that makes that pretty easy. Mm-hmm. And then determining what features you want. If you don't have an Xbox or a PlayStation or anything like that, then a smart TV may be in the cards for you.
Right.
Okay. If someone, such as myself, I hear what you're saying, but I'm not getting it, how do they get a hold of you to track down your help?
Easiest way, you can give us a call at our offices at 304-927-3588, or check us out at our website at amdigitaltechnologies.com.
Okay, and then I know I see your specials on Facebook every day. You have a daily special. So that's a great place to go and kind of monitor and make a little wish list.
Right.
And that always helps. So if you have any questions about the technology out there, and I know it's confusing, it's a lot of stuff to get thrown at you just to buy a TV. It seems simple, but anymore it's very complicated, and the ads and stuff make it even more complicated. So right here locally in Rowan County and Spencer, we have a business that will take care of helping you buy a TV, get a TV, have it shipped here to you, and you can support a local business in that adventure as well. So that's what we want to look at. Again, I'm here with Joe McDonald with A&M Digital Technologies and Cena McDonald, the owners. And make sure if you have any questions concerning technology, or you are shopping for a new TV, call these two up. Support a local business. That's what we really want to focus on here on our show, is how these businesses all make up our community. So that's important stuff. Facebook, telephone, email. Get a hold of them. Joe will be more than happy to help you out. Cena will be more than happy to help you out and can help complete that shopping experience and support the local businesses that support us. You guys are getting ready to sponsor, or already are sponsoring our basketball league, but the league is getting ready to start.
Yeah, we're excited about that.
And I heard you were refereeing.
I'm not sure. We're going to try that and maybe see what happens.
Come down and dunk a couple.
Yeah, okay, I can do that.
Yeah, I can't dunk on the 8-foot room. I hope you got better ups than I do, which it's almost a guarantee you will, because I barely get off the ground.
Well, I was going to put a trampoline in.
Trampoline there, okay. So this will make the show.
Exactly.
I'm sure we need to video this. But, again, support local businesses that are supporting our community and supporting our kids. A&M Digital Technologies, I'm here with Joe McDonald doing our Help Desk Tech Session show. And we'll be back next week with some more good stuff. And if you have any questions, you'd like us to answer on the show, feel free to email them in, contact Joe via Facebook or whatever you need to do to get that in, and we'll be more than happy to answer them.
Yeah, you can hit us on our Facebook page or email us at live@amdigitaltechnologies.com. And if you submit a question and we choose it for the show, you'll win a prize.
There you go. Couldn't beat that. Again, support local businesses. I'm here with Joe McDonald.